Good morning, friends and family of friends. Welcome to the Monday edition of Morning Minutes. March 8th already, and our 260th episode. Wow. Well, you know we're always trying to bring you fun and interesting local news and stories from around the world, because our goal is always no doom and no gloom, because, well, you do get enough of that from the regular media. Well, and I hope you all enjoyed the great weather that we had, and it was a truly awesome weekend. Certainly no complaints on our end. Well, we have been on a tour of ancient Rome the last couple weeks. Our first stop was the Colosseum. Last week we were at the Acropolis, where we explored the Parthenon. And today we are coming to you from the ancient and indescribably amazing Pantheon. Believe it or not, construction was completed of this historic building way back in 126 AD. It is a former Roman temple, now a Catholic church, called the Basilica of St. Mary and Martyrs. It is located in Rome, Italy, and we hope you will join us Friday when we explore this beautiful gem of the ancient world. Speaking of beautiful, this morning sunrise was at 6:18 and sunset will be at 5:53, putting us up to 11 hours and 34 minutes of glorious daylight to make the most of. Well, it's a chilly 39 degrees outside, but that's not too bad actually, give or take a little bit depending on exactly where you live. Today you should expect sunny skies and temps expected to reach the upper 50s today, maybe even 60 degrees out by us. Winds will be out of the west-southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Lows in the 60s tomorrow and Wednesday with a chance of some rain in the middle of the week. What an awesome way to start the week and end the winter season. Our celebrity birthday shout-out starts with an actor who played the character Cole Ortiz on the awesome Fox series 24. If you missed that series, you might know him from his lead roles in movies such as She's All That, I Know What You Did Last Summer, I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, and Summer Catch. Freddie Prinze Jr. turns 45 today. Our next celebrity is an actor best known for his breakout role as Dawson Leary on TV's Dawson's Creek. He later played himself in the short-lived ABC series Don't Trust the Bee in Apartment 23. In 2018, he began starring on FX's Pose. James Van Der Beek turns 44 today. And our final celebrity shout-out is for a television and film actor who became known for his role in the 2009 film Surrogates and for playing Luther West in Resident Evil films. He gained additional fame for his roles in Medea's Family Reunion and Starship Troopers 3 Marauder. Boris Kodjoe turns 48 today. Alright, let's flash forward through this week in history. On today's date, back in 1952, history records the first use of an artificial heart on a human when a 41-year-old male was kept alive for 80 minutes after this groundbreaking medical procedure was completed. Wow, 1952, wow. If you lived in Naples, Italy back in March 9th in 1562, it was a tough time to be in love because they passed a decree making kissing in public punishable by death. Dang, sounds like someone in power was coming off a bad breakup. A grim day in history is marked when over the night of March 9th to the 10th, back in 1945, the U.S. executes a firebombing raid over Tokyo. This is regarded as the single most destructive bombing raid in human history, with 16 square miles of central Tokyo destroyed. 267,171 buildings destroyed, an estimated 100,000 civilians killed, and over 1 million left homeless. Tokyo's industrial output was cut in half due to this bombing raid. The raid consisted of 334 B-29 bombers dropping 1,665 tons of bombs on Tokyo. The first fire bombs dropped were to create a large pattern X over Tokyo's working-class district. The following planes just aimed for the flaming X. High winds caused fires to spread quickly into major blazes. American casualties consisted of 96 airmen killed or missing, 6 wounded or injured, and 12 B-29 shot down. This was the highest death toll of any air raid during the war, including Hiroshima and Nagasaki, the atomic bomb. Also on March 9th, but in 1964, Ford begins production of its new sports car, the Mustang. At a base price of $2,368, it sold an industry record 417,000 vehicles in its first year. It was originally intended to be a mid-engine two-seater roadster, but that changed when sales of the Thunderbird increased after adding a backseat. On March 11th, way back in 1888, one of the most famous snowstorms in U.S. history sweeps across the U.S. It is, or was dubbed, the Great White Hurricane of 1888. It is credited with killing over 400 people and creating 50-foot snowdrifts. It lasted for 4 days with snowfall totals up to 58 inches in Saratoga Springs, New York. The destruction of telegraph lines led to them being placed underground in the future. On March 12th, way back in 1515 BC, the second Jewish Holy Temple is completed in Jerusalem. It stood on the Temple Mount in Jerusalem during the Second Temple period, 516 BCE to 70 CE. It replaced the first temple, also referred to as Solomon's Temple, which was destroyed by Neo-Babylonian Empire in 586 BCE. And finally, much more recently, on March 12th, back in 1912, American Girl Guides is founded by Juliet Lowe. Later, the name was changed to the Girl Scouts. All right, on to our comedy corner. I'm reading a horror story in Braille. Something bad is going to happen. I can feel it. Okay, one more. And this one's for you Harry Potter fans out there. Why does Lord Voldemort have Twitter but not Facebook? He only has followers, not friends. Today is National Women's Day, National Oregon Day, National Peanut Cluster Day, and National Proofreading Day. Today's morning motivational is a simple, undeniable truth. It's simply titled, Advice from a Rainbow. Live a colorful life. Be an inspiration. Bring unexpected joy. See beauty in life's challenges. Be someone to look up to. Live in the moment and reflect your true nature. What a great message and an awesome recipe for life. So our suggestion, hold optimism in your heart and determination in your actions. Remember, you have the power to have the happy and fulfilling life you deserve. Well, Belinda and I do appreciate the time that you spend with us each and every day. Our goal is always to offer a mix of entertainment and education in each and every one of our Morning Minute posts. After all, knowledge is power, and you know it. We do love to share what we come across, and we certainly hope you are enjoying the experience. Please continue to like, follow, and share us with your friends and family. That one's super important, and we really do appreciate it. We are trying to reach 1,000 likes on our Facebook page, so look us up. Belinda and I are creative, high-energy real estate agents. We have a fleet of drones to capture those awesome aerial shots of your home and property. We have literally invested thousands of dollars and hundreds of hours into our VR and 3D marketing equipment. We are your 3D and virtual marketing specialists in this virus conscientious world of ours. So if you're thinking of buying or selling, please reach out to us for a free consultation. There's never an obligation, and we will go the extra mile to reach your real estate goals. But thanks again for your time. Make it an awesome day. Have a fantastic week because, well, you have the power to make it happen. We'll talk to you soon. We're out of here.